Welcome to The Burning State, Understanding California's Escalating Fire Seasons. In this video, we'll delve into the multifaceted factors contributing to the record-breaking wildfires affecting California. From the impact of climate change and the role of human activity to the natural forces like the Santa Ana winds, we'll explore how these elements interplay. We'll also discuss the consequences of decades of fire suppression and what this means for the future of the state as we prepare for an increasingly fire-prone reality. Join us as we uncover the layers behind these devastating events and their far-reaching implications. 1. The climate's role. California's climate is a primary factor in its wildfire woes. Known for its dry summers, the state's vegetation dries out after receiving most of its moisture during fall and winter. Park Williams, a bioclimatologist, notes, "Fire, in some ways, is a very simple thing. As long as stuff is dry enough and there's a spark, then that stuff will burn." This natural cycle, however, is exacerbated by climate change. Warmer temperatures dry out vegetation even further, making it tinder for fires. The numbers speak for themselves. The 10 largest fires in California's history have all occurred since 2000. This statistic paints a clear picture of a state grappling with a climate that's increasingly conducive to wildfires. 2. The human element. While nature sets the stage, humans often light the match. Many fires are ignited by human activities, whether it's downed power lines, vehicle accidents, or ill-advised events like the gender reveal party that sparked a blaze. Nina S. Oakley, a research scientist, emphasizes that human actions contribute significantly to wildfires. You also have the human contribution to wildfire, she explains, noting the impact of greenhouse gas emissions and subsequent drying. As people continue to move into the urban-wildland interface, areas prone to fires, the risk only increases. The combination of a growing population and extended dry seasons means there's always a potential spark waiting to ignite. 3. The consequences of fire suppression. Ironically, past efforts to suppress fires have contributed to today's challenges. Over the last century, successful fire suppression led to an accumulation of plants that would have otherwise burned. Dr. Williams points out that this has resulted in areas with more fuel available for fires. In recent years, the United States Forest Service has recognized this unintended consequence and has turned to prescribed burns. These controlled fires aim to reduce the amount of combustible material, making future wildfires less intense. 4. The wrath of the Santa Ana winds. The notorious Santa Ana winds further complicate California's fire seasons. Blowing in from the Great Basin each fall, these winds bring dry air into Southern California, increasing the fire risk. Fengpeng Sun, a geosciences professor, identifies two distinct fire seasons in California. The first, from June to September, is driven by warm, dry weather. The second, from October to April, is fueled by the Santa Ana winds. These winds not only dry out vegetation but also spread embers, making fires more unpredictable and dangerous. 5. Climate change. The underlying factor. While each fire has its unique triggers, the overarching influence of climate change cannot be ignored. The discipline of attribution science seeks to understand the links between individual fires and climate change. As greenhouse gases continue to affect the atmosphere, the trend is clear: dry places are becoming drier. This shift warns of an increasingly fiery future for the West. 6. Depleted soil moisture. After 2 years of drought, California's soil moisture is in critical condition. Depleted moisture means vegetation is more susceptible to ignition. Governor Gavin Newsom's extension of emergency drought orders to 41 counties underscores the severity of the situation. The recent wildfire in western Los Angeles serves as a stark reminder of the potential for an active fire season. Daniel Swain, a climate scientist, notes, "The level of concern is through the roof." The combination of dry soil and vegetation creates a perfect storm for wildfires, highlighting the urgent need for proactive measures. 7. The economic impact. Beyond the environmental devastation, wildfires have significant economic repercussions. The fires driven by the Santa Ana winds, in particular, have caused 80% of the economic losses related to fires over the past 2 decades. From destroyed homes to disrupted businesses, the financial toll is immense. As fires become more frequent and intense, the economic burden on the state and its residents continues to grow. 8. Preparing for the future. With the knowledge of these contributing factors, California must prepare for the future. This involves balancing fire suppression with controlled burns, mitigating human-caused ignitions, and addressing the broader impacts of climate change. As the state faces the challenges of escalating fire seasons, understanding these elements is crucial in devising effective strategies to protect its people and landscapes.